Joining us right now, our good buddy, number 54 of the New York Jets, and that is Avery Williamson. Avery, how are you?
Doing great.
Now, tremendous. Let me tell you right now, tremendous job by you coming in. Tremendous job.
I told you I was going to.
You're the best.
You're a man of your word.
Man of my word.
He also gave Evan and I autographed footballs.
Beautiful.
And you can't, just the best. It'll
I came bearing gifts.
You did. And I will go into one of my many, many cases that I have of Jet stuff, which I have, like a Jet underwear, But it won't be with the underwear. Don't worry.
Jet on the front, up on the back.
Whatever.
I can't tell you. We've had weekly spots who, when things went bad, they disappeared. We never heard from them again.
Yeah.
What was the giant? Prince of Mukamara.
Yeah.
Just disappeared.
Muhammad
Never heard from him
Wilkerson.
again. Muhammad Wilkerson. Disappeared.
Disappeared?
Never heard from him again.
Yeah.
And here you are. And I think you suffered through a tougher year team-wise than any of those guys. And look at you. You always had a smile on your face.
Always.
It was some days.
Gifts.
It was some days, man. I was like, I don't know if I want to call it.
No, you know what?
I was like, man,
you know that I will remember every mistake you make.
I know you will. And it's, like I said, as soon as I had that penalty in the Buffalo game, I was like,
I know you said that.
no,
I know,
Joe is going to kill me.
And you got beat for a touchdown last week. Who was it,
Yeah.
Edelman that beat you? Who was
Nah,
it?
not
no,
Edelman.
it was Gronk.
No, it was.
Wasn't it Gronk?
No,
it was freaking.
Chris Hogan? Was it Hogan?
Nah, the running back.
Oh, Sony Michel? Was that who it
James
was?
White.
Oh, James
Nah.
White.
Oh, Rex Burkhead.
Rex
That's
Burkhead.
who-
I
We just went through the whole
I didn't want. I know. I didn't want to be. I didn't want to be.
You know what? It
Put
got
color.
worse.
I was like the white guy.
Did you
The white running back.
Did you
That's
notice
fine.
how it got worse and worse and worse?
No,
we
James White.
went
Chris
from
Hogan.
Edelman. All right, Edelman's okay.
The white
Gronkowski,
dude.
yeah, that's okay.
If you said the white running back, we'd have gotten it right away.
I know. I was
Burkhead.
trying to think of the name first before I just singled him out by
That's
his,
all right.
his color. But
You know what?
All right.
Let the problems happen, like the penalty and giving it.
Yes.
Let it happen at the end of the year. I
Yeah.
mean, we're numb to
Right,
it. The
right,
season's
right.
over. It's a
Yeah.
better time to have it happen.
Yeah, I mean, could have had better coverage. But yeah, I mean, it was so much field. I was like, I don't know what this dude's about to do. I should have got deeper on him, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
You're not gonna play perfect.
You did make a hit to stop a first down, though.
I did.
Yeah,
Yes.
you made a
Had
big
a
hit there.
nice third down stop.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
So, what was overall your first year in New York like? Obviously, the wins weren't there, but overall, what was your experience like?
It was. I mean, we didn't get the wins that I wanted, but overall, I feel like it was still a solid experience. I mean, just the new environment, the city. I mean, it's new team. I feel like it was a good experience. It was tough, still tough, but overall, I mean, I love it. I feel like this is the place that I want to be, and I feel like this is a place where I want to develop a winning team. No better place to do it than.
Yeah, God, please. Did you? Let me ask you this before I even get into bowls and all this. Do you understand the history of the franchise? Do you realize this franchise has not been to a Super Bowl in 50 years? You understand that?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you realize that this coach coming up, whoever this guy's going to be, and it better not be Adam Gase, whoever this coach is going to be, it better be Mike McCarthy anyway. With that said, is going to be the 7th coach for this franchise since 1997. 7.
It's a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
So you understand the magnitude, and the Patriots, by the way, have beaten you 16 out of 18 times. Let me throw that in there, too, in the 10 straight division titles they've won. So do you understand the magnitude of where this franchise is?
Yeah.
Especially looking at you may have a franchise quarterback for the first time ever, really, since Joe Namath.
Yeah. Yes. I guess you could say there's a lot of upset people for some decades.
Yes.
And I didn't realize. I mean, I didn't realize it until I came here. That.
Sure.
Not going to Super Bowl since '68.
Yep.
I remember.
Yep.
Like Rihanna, she got into one of her songs, like the '68 Jets.
Oh,
She
really?
actually put
Yeah.
which
Oh,
song is
Rihanna
that?
has the 68 Jets in her song?
One of her songs. Yeah.
I didn't realize
So
that.
I was.
Is that how you found out about it?
Yeah, I used to be singing the song and.
Right.
And I was like, oh, I didn't even know that.
I was 15, Avery. If you
15.
would have told me, let me tell you, 15. If you would have told me when I was this 15-year-old impressionable, dumb as you know what teenager, okay, that I was not going to see this team win again, and now I'm 65 now. 65.
That's a long time.
Long time.
It's a long
How
time.
am I even moving? It's unbelievable.
It's a long time.
It's painful. It really is.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to change it for
I
you.
know you are.
Oh, we know you are.
I know you are.
When did the reality hit that they were going to change the head coach? We kind of knew for a while
Right,
as fans,
right.
but as a player, when did it hit you like, man, I don't think Todd's coming back next year?
I mean, I kind of was wondering things might kind of shake a little bit after we would kind of hit that slump with the started having like 4 or 5 losses in a row. I was like, yeah, I mean, something might be, coming down the pipeline. But didn't know. But I knew that, it was his 4th year, and definitely people were getting upset, weren't having success.
What did he say after the Did he say anything after the Patriot game?
Yeah,
almost?
I mean, he told us, he said, fought hard, but we see why we're not winning, because execution and pretty much little things. You play hard, but execution, which is totally right, and which is tough.
Did you see? Because I look at the team. Obviously, I watch every snap of these games and have been forever. And I've seen it all. You only 1 year with Bowles. I've seen obviously all 4 years with Bowles. And it's the same old, same old. The dumb penalties that have killed especially on the defense, that have killed you guys. The inability to close games out. I mean, even just at the end of the year, the Titan game you should have won. You should have won the Texan game. You certainly should have won the Packer game. And just the inability of the defense, more so than anything else, the defense to shut it down with a chance to win the game.
Yeah, it's tough. I mean, we had plenty of opportunities. I mean, you can name out 4 games that could easily won in the 4th quarter. So it's tough, man. It's disheartening when you walk out that field like, man, you did everything you could and you still lost. But it's definitely, as a defense, you got to be able to finish. Got to be able to close out games. Got to. And I mean, that's what they pay you the bucks for. So you got to have guys on the field that have the ability to close out games, and hopefully we get the right guys in.
Well, was that part of the issue? Was there enough talent on defense, in your opinion?
I mean, at times I feel like we need some more pieces. I feel like we definitely can make improvements, and I mean, it's always room for improvement. I definitely feel like we got some positions that need to be addressed.
Did you think that Bowles had total control of the locker room from a sense of that the guys were disciplined properly? Because I never felt that was the case. I never felt there was enough accountability with the mistakes that were being made on the field. Do you agree with that?
Well, I feel like he had a good control. It's you got to play who you're gonna play, but I mean, it's tough. You don't know their reasoning for playing certain guys or what, but I feel like the accountability was there. I feel like yeah. I mean, I feel like he had control of the locker room. Yeah, I feel like it was good for the most part.
What the heck happened to Trumaine Johnson?
He
gets paid, and it's almost like he said, I got paid. What do I care?
I think he just grabbed another face mask.
Yeah, you got paid, and it's almost like you said, hey, I want to work harder. I want to show I can earn every dime. It seemed like Trumaine Johnson went the other way. What the heck happened with him?
Well, I don't know. I mean, he didn't have his best season. Had some bright moments, but it wasn't his best season. So I'm hoping that he can come back next year and really have a better year. But you got new coaches coming in. It's a new regime, so you don't know what they're going to think about you or their thoughts on you. So hopefully he'll come back. I mean, he's a talented player, so hopefully he can revamp this offseason and get ready to come back stronger, because he's definitely a talent that we could use him.
Talking to Avery Williamson of the Jets, Jamal Adams has come out and said after the season ended, we don't have enough dogs on this team, meaning, I guess, tough NFL-type players. Do you buy that?
Yeah, I can agree with what he's saying. I mean,
you do?
Yeah. I definitely – I can I told him, I mean, it's definitely – you got to have guys that can close out games, and that's what that's what the good NFL teams are going to close out games. I mean, look at the Bears. I mean, defense is playing lights out. Trying to think of another.
The Ravens.
The Ravens
big
offense.
defenses.
I mean, both sides of the ball. I mean, find ways to win. So you got to get a good collection of guys with the talent to play, that can get the job done. That's plain and simple as that. That's how great teams win. I mean, not everybody's like the Patriots and can put just a collection of just random guys together.
It's unbelievable.
Feels that way.
No, it really is. It's unbelievable. You're 100% right.
That you wouldn't start on another team.
Right. No, you're right.
I mean, not everybody can do that, but you got to get the right guys, man. The right collection of guys. You got to have talent. So hopefully, they're going to address that in the offseason.
All right, now that the season's over, let's name names. So who are we talking about? Leonard Williams? Does he have enough dog in him? Is he a guy?
Yeah.
He's got dog in him?
Yeah.
All right. So you want him back?
Well, he's not going to say because the guys might be back on anything. He's going to
I can't name off the whole roster.
We're talking Avery Williamson live in studio. It's very good to see you, by the way.
Yep.
Thank you.
Do you want to endorse somebody for this head coaching job? You ready? You got a guy in mind? You want to endorse somebody?
Man, I'm not the guy to even endorsing.
You got Jamal Adams endorsing guys on Twitter for some reason.
And I said this off
He's
the air.
endorsing the worst guys.
And
no
I said
offense.
this to Avery off the air. When I hear a player say this is the guy they want, that immediately that's not the guy you want.
Exactly. This is a trick question, Avery. We don't want you to endorse somebody.
I don't want a guy that's going to come in here and be buddy with the players.
Man,
I mean, I got to be honest, Avery. I don't, as a fan.
I am it's above my pay grade. I don't know because I don't know anything about these coaches.
So it's an honest answer.
It is an honest answer, sure.
I'm just making sure I'm playing good.
Yeah.
Here's what I am curious about, though, and this is a general statement. We are biased, right? Because we both say, man, we want an offensive-minded head coach. Partially Sam
Everybody
Darnold.
wants
It
that.
seems like everybody does want that.
For
But
fantasy points.
Yeah. Well, no. Look, don't even get me started on fantasy. Because I hate fantasy, okay?
Yeah.
The whole league is geared to fantasy, so I don't even want to go there.
I don't even know. I don't know anything about fantasy football.
Well,
No, sir, the Jets have hired defensive head coaches
right.
over and over again.
Yeah.
And I think it's just natural. You always want a change. You want something different. I mean, Todd Bowles came from defense. Rex Ryan came from defense. Eric Mangini, Herm. Like, it was all defense. So I think for us, we prefer offense. As a defensive player, do you care about something like that? What the background is of the head coach? Does it matter to you?
I would say that really the biggest thing is as long as we win the games. But I've been my first team. Well, the Titans, it was Wisenhunt for a year and a half.
Right.
And then it was Malarkey. I mean, he was a tight ends coach, so offensive minded. I guess the only downfall of that is they're going to base practice off of.
Right.
It's a terrible practice if the offense doesn't do good.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, as long as we win the games, I mean that's the only thing that matters to me, But yeah, I mean, if you're winning, it doesn't matter. I guess you can say defensive head coach, tough physical team, but I mean, I don't think it really matters.
Did that happen on the other side with Todd as a defensive-minded guy where, hey, defense didn't do well, it's a bad practice? Did that happen like the opposite of what you were just describing in Tennessee?
He told it how it was, just regardless of
right.
offense or defense, he didn't care. But yeah, I feel like if a team's gonna be physical, it's gonna be physical regardless of who the coach is. That's just the makeup of the players.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, look, this team needs a lot more talent on the team. I don't disagree with that, but I think the defense more than anything. And you guys are going to have the third pick in the draft, and a guy who is a fellow alumnus from your school, from Kentucky, Josh Allen, who's also a Jersey guy, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, I look at him, and God knows this team needs a big-time pass rusher. Now, do you know Josh at all? I mean,
do.
You do.
I do.
Have you talked to him at all about, hey, you like it here, and you're going to have to deal with Beningo and Robert. If you don't get the job done, we're going to be killing them. But with that said, I mean, would you endorse to a guy like Josh Allen, hey, if you get drafted here, this is a good place to be?
Yeah, I mean, I think he, anywhere would be a great place to be. But I mean, the city. I mean, he's from here, so
right.
He knows how it is. But yeah, I talked to him, texted him the other week, but haven't talked to him lately. I know his phone's probably going crazy.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Played a hell of a game for you.
Yeah,
yeah.
I mean, he's been playing lights out. So, but yeah, I mean, shoot, the kid can play. He can play.
No, I agree. Hey, we're in. If you guys draft him, I'm in for that. Let's go.
It would be awesome to have him up here, with me. So, I'm hoping that he hoping that works out. We'll see.
Is he now he's from Jersey, so there's a little, you're from Tennessee, so there's a little different feel in the attitude, okay? I'm a Jersey guy too. Evan's from Long Island. It's a different feel from being up here. But would you say, is he the kind of guy that would be similar to you in that he's a humble guy that all he wants to do is go out there and play football and play at a high level? Is that fair to say?
No, he's definitely. I've been around him, known him for a few years, and he's a hard worker. he wants to get the job done. I feel like he's the type of similar to myself. Like he wants to make sure that he's putting a good product on the field. So he in that case, that I feel like that's a good guy to draft. Because he's going to come to work.
The
every
attitude
day.
is correct for a guy like him.
Yeah, humble kid, man. I like Josh.
Hey, you weren't thinking about this at the time, but now that it's all done, there's no more games left. Picking third in the draft. So the losing may help get Josh on this team.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Could have all worked out.
It worked out for them.
I mean, it very well could.
Yeah.
If the Jets are picking 6th instead of 3rd, they're not getting the kid.
Nope.
Probably
they're not
not.
getting him.
Yeah.
So
it's
thank
crazy.
you for losing.
I mean, he'll be the highest draft pick from Kentucky since Tim Couch. Believe.
No, he better be a
He
lot
better
better
be
than
better
Tim
than
Couch. He comes to the Jets. He better not be Tim Couch. I can tell you that.
But to your point, Kentucky is becoming
Kentucky-
this football power.
I
What
know.
a year they had. 10 wins, right?
10
it's the best
wins.
year they ever had.
Since '77.
And I like this other guy. I tell you, I like the kid Benny Snell,
Benny
too.
Snell.
I like Benny Snell.
Yeah.
And now you can maybe, because the Jets could use another running back for sure, a couple more. There's more talent everywhere. Now, he wouldn't be a bad guy. Probably get him a little later in the draft, too, maybe.
Yeah, Benny Snell can play. He I feel like he is more than just a downhill running back. He can do it all. He can catch the ball, out the backfield. He's got some wiggle to him.
Right.
I feel like I kind of compare him, to Kareem Hunt.
Okay.
Well, let's hope not
Not
off the field.
No,
Yeah.
as a player. I mean,
Yeah, as a
Yeah.
player.
off the
That's a
field.
good
Yeah,
comparison.
I compare him to him. Like
that's a good comparison.
he can really play, and I feel like whatever team gets him will be happy.
Yeah, he was impressive watching him the
I
other
like
day.
him. He's
Yeah.
a tough
Very
guy.
impressive.
I
Yeah.
like him.
Yeah.
Got a couple real nice runs at the end of the game to put the game away.
Yeah,
And
all time.
not put McSorley back on the field.
All-time leading rusher at Kentucky.
Yeah.
How about Trace McSorley? I think he may have played with a broken foot, which is incredible
Really?
to do that. Yeah.
Is he coming out this year?
He's
yeah,
graduating.
but I don't know if he's an
but
NFL quarterback. I don't think so.
I don't know if he's going to be drafted or
Yeah,
not.
I don't know. I haven't been paying much attention to college football.
You know what's funny? I watch college football, not as much as the NFL, but I'll watch these college quarterbacks, and I can't tell if he's going to be good at the next level. I have no idea.
It's a
Yeah.
you don't know. You don't know how any kid's going to turn out. It's a chance. It's a chance. I mean, it's pretty much it's like a lottery pick.
No, there's no doubt.
What do you think of this lottery pick the Jets have? You got one full year of Sam. Obviously missed a bunch of time. I mean, it was impressive how he finished the season.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on Sam?
I thought he came out strong first game. Didn't have as good of a beginning of the year, but after he got hurt, I feel like, man, he came out smoking.
Yeah.
I was shocked myself. I didn't think he was going to come out, as strong, after being out for a few weeks. But I'm impressed with him. I feel like he's a hardworking kid, man. He is the type of guy that's going to come to work every day and grind. And I feel like it takes a little time to get used to, and which like anything, it takes a little time to get used to. And once he, kind of gets more accustomed and acclimated to everything, I feel like he's gonna be great. But he's definitely the kid I would want behind center.
What round were you drafted in by the Titans?
5th round.
You were 5th round draft choice.
5th round.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were a lower round draft choice.
Yeah.
It was
151. Pick 151.
Oh, you
Wow.
don't forget that, do you?
No,
Nah.
I'm sure you don't.
Did you, because of that, have a chip on your shoulder saying, I'm going to prove everybody wrong? They messed up on how good I can be.
Yeah, I was upset, man. I thought I was gonna go like at least third, fourth, maybe. But I just kept falling. I was like, man.
Why do you think you dropped? Any reason?
Kentucky's not looked at as a
Yeah,
football
and
powerhouse.
That could be it.
I mean, I guess you could say I wasn't as football. I wasn't as advanced mentally, or I just didn't have all the pieces yet. I was still developing as a player. But I guess when I got to the league, I just hit the pavement running,
Right.
and just wanted to prove that I could play.
Did you get a late start to playing football?
Well, I guess you could say I started in the 6th grade.
I think that's
6th, yeah.
That's pretty early, or the same as most.
But I mean, I came from a small town.
Right.
Didn't really have access to all the training and all that. And I don't know, I just kind of just did what I did on my own, and word of mouth. But just kind of, I wasn't the blue chip kid that got the good training and all
Right.
this and that, like top training. Like I just worked at it, on my own.
Good
And
for you, man. That's a
so,
great story. Then look
yeah,
look what you become.
It all worked out.
Yeah.
It all worked out. It all worked out.
It felt to me, because with Joe and I not sitting there watching every game you played before you came here, but you had a really complete year. Did this feel like your best year as an NFL
I feel like
player?
this is my best year. I feel like overall, I became a lot smarter.
You led the team in tackles, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think you did, right?
Yeah. So I feel like I'm a lot smarter of a player this year. I feel like my ability to, blitz the quarterback, rush the quarterback. I feel like I feel like I became more of a complete player, and just playing fast. I feel like I was making a lot of stuff happen. So I feel like this is my best year, and I'm super excited for this year because I just feel like I know more. So now I can really just let it loose.
Did McCagnon say anything to you at the end of the year? You say anything at all?
I didn't.
You haven't talked to him?
No, I didn't talk to him.
Okay.
Didn't talk to him.
When Todd was talking to you after they lost to the Patriots, and he was talking about execution, did he tell you guys, hey, it doesn't look like I'm coming back, or did he not allude to his job status?
No, he didn't say anything about his job status. He just left it at that. But it was definitely a very down feeling in the locker room. Because you kind of just it's in the back of your head, like feel like something's gonna happen.
Right.
And then we got beat pretty bad too, so that didn't help.
And by that team too.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Do you feel that you need a guy to come in there and really kind of just take over the building? A guy that's going to come in there and just you start kicking rear ends, and this is the way we're going to do it, and we're going to win. We're going to win football games here, and this is how we're going to do it. Do you feel that that's needed in that room?
Yeah, I feel like that. Some guys do better when in that situation. Certain coaching styles don't affect guys the right way. So, yeah, it could be a plus. Having a very, I guess you could say, a very just straight line guy.
Disciplined guy.
Yeah,
Mm.
I guess like a Belichick.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah,
we'll take that. I'm in for that. Belichick kind of guys. Yeah, let's go.
We'll tell you something else about history. Bill Belichick, not a fan of the Jets.
No, he
never
does
wants
not.
to work here.
No. So you guys got to. I'm telling you right now, when
He really
you
hates us. He really
when
hates
you
us.
play this team, you got you. It's enough already. I know as a fan, I know Evan, I know Ernie, all us Jet fans that are out there. Okay, we're tired of it. We're tired of being a punching bag for those guys.
Yeah,
because that's what we are.
Yeah.
Even look, I didn't expect you guys to win on Sunday, and it was over, and you knew Todd was done, and all of that. But enough of that. Enough of 38-3 to the freaking Patriots.
Yeah, it was bad.
Right? You know what I mean?
It was tough.
So you should be like ticked. Like you see, like when you go home now, you should put a portrait of Brady up on a wall, and that ugly uniform with that dumb Patriot guy.
Darts. Darts at it.
And just
all
man,
year.
I want you, man. I want you. I've had enough.
Actually, I just put
I'm telling you right now.
I just put on my ceiling and just throw darts at it.
That's right.
I go to sleep
I've
at
had
night.
enough.
And then next fall, you hit him a couple of times because
Yeah.
he'll be back. That guy's
Oh,
never
of
going to
course.
retire.
Of
He's
course.
never going to retire until they force him to retire. He just seems like one of those
Yeah.
guys never going to walk away.
Or unless he gets injured and they got to carry him out.
That's kind of what I mean.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
forcing.
Right.
It's like
Wow.
Brett Favre.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Do you think, this is my impression, the Patriots are going to find a way to win the AFC? They're going to win the AFC anyway. Do you feel that way when you look at this playoff picture?
The Patriots in the playoffs are a different team, I feel like. They always kind of, like they find a way to wiggle their way in there. I don't know how.
So you think they're going to the Super Bowl?
I don't know.
Who's the best team you played this year? Let me ask you that. Were they the best team you played this year in your mind or not?
Trying to think who all we
You played Chicago.
You played the Bears.
Chicago was
Yeah. Yep.
Chicago was talented.
Texans.
Yeah, he played Houston. Yeah.
I wasn't really just
Played the Colts and beat the Colts.
Colts.
Yeah. For the teams that are in the
I mean
playoffs.
Colts were like
Terrible.
terrible then.
Yeah, they weren't very good.
Well, you beat them, so there you go.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
And how about this? This is so jet-like.
And
So
then
you
they
guys,
almost-
so they win 9 out of 10 to end the year, and you lose 9 out of 10.
Man.
I mean, that's the Jets. That's it.
We sparked the season for
Sparked them, you did.
but
I don't mean you in general. You know what I mean? You per se.
I mean, I guess you got to put the Patriots up. I mean, as one of the best teams that you played. I mean, because I mean, I feel like they were the most. I mean, then you got Aaron Rodgers. I mean, he did some.
Yeah, but
Should have won
but,
that
I
game,
mean,
though. That
yeah,
game was, come on. I mean, there's 16 penalties in that game. Come on.
Yeah,
I mean, it
but-
was a joke.
But yeah, I guess you could say the Pats. I guess.
Well, will you sit there starting this weekend and watch all these games?
Oh, you
or
don't care?
You not care? Yeah.
I watch him. I watch him. I don't know. My third year after we lost to the Jags. We lost to the Jags, and that put us a game short of making the playoffs. I was.
Well, you made
sick.
it last
was
year.
sick.
Last year, you actually won a playoff game. Beat Kansas City.
Yeah. But I was sick that year, man. I didn't want to watch anything. But I'll check it out. Man, to see.
Last year, to Joe's point, you got to the divisional round, right?
Yeah.
You had that big upset against Kansas City.
Yep.
Did you watch the championship game in the Super Bowl? Or were you,
Yeah, we watched it in Miami. We're down in Miami chilling.
You did watch it?
Yeah.
Even after such a brutal playoff loss?
Yeah, we watched it. We was all down in Miami at the pool just chilling.
Sounds like you had a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good time.
All right.
But
God bless you, man.
the whole team was down here in Miami?
It was about 10 or 12 defensive guys.
Mariota wasn't there?
Nah.
He gets hurt
You
a lot,
don't, you
Mariota.
don't invite him.
Yeah,
He
he's
gets
been
hurt all
having
the
a-
time.
He'd
he's been-
slip
He's
at
good
the
all the
pool
time.
and injure
Yeah.
himself.
He's
He
been
can't
having a
back.
tough year.
Yeah.
Another tough. I mean, he just. I hate it for him. He's a good dude, man. He just can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
I
No,
don't know
it's
what
true.
it is.
Yeah. Some guys can't. And that's the bottom line.
That's one of the great compliments about you.
Yeah,
You've
you played every down. Did you miss
yeah.
a down on defense this year?
I may have missed maybe a couple just because I had a little hamstring tightness at the beginning of the season. I wasn't like they took me out a couple third downs, but that was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You play, man. Looking throughout your career, how many
Yeah.
games have you missed
Yeah,
in
I
your
missed
career?
one.
One game.
It's pretty
That's
good.
it.
I know I was pissed that I
Yeah.
missed that because only reason why I missed it was because I strained my hammy. Strained my hammy. We were playing Buffalo, and I had to miss. Yeah, we played Miami at home, and I was upset, man. So if I didn't miss that game,
Be
I
the
wouldn't
Iron Man.
You'd be on a streak now.
I wouldn't have. Yeah,
You'd
I
like
missed my
chasing
streak up.
Favre.
Man, I'm so upset. Yeah, I missed one game.